Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Paige, this is Seeking Alexandria, and guys, today we are giving affordable makeup a go again. So yesterday's video, we went into Flower Beauty. I will link it up here. They had these new cream shadows right here. It didn't go so well, and so today I'm very excited to dive in and hopefully have a little bit better time, and we're gonna get going. So this is the first item I have, which is super random, but this is the Kiss the Flamingo lipstick. It looks kind of like a lip balm, so I thought that we would give this a try. Where's my mirror? And when I say find my mirror, I mean I'm using compacts, because guess who broke their big black fabulous mirror? Me. Fell on the floor. 7 years, really bad luck. Very upset, but I have another one on order. So it's just not here yet, and I'm gonna be looking at my big ass face through this tiny little mirror, and that's just what's gonna be. So let's go ahead and put this on. Now this does say on the website, kiss and watch the magic. Watch the Kiss the Flamingo lipstick by Essence go from a baby pink lip balm and instantly transform to your perfect pink. No two lips will look the same as the enchanted formula adapts to your pH. Interesting. So I thought this was going to be a lip balm because it looks like a lip balm, and now they're like, oh girl, it's going to be a lipstick. So am I ever going to get this off my lips? I don't know, but let's find out anyways. Who cares? I want to know if it's nourishing, and it's $3.49. Like, I want to know. Ooh, very nice light pink. Okay. Very nice feel. Does feel like a lip balm. Ooh, girl, she's getting real pink today. Okay, it like keeps getting more and more pink. So we're gonna set this down and hope that it doesn't turn our lips real pink. All right, so I got you guys good and zoomed, and now we're gonna dive into some eyeshadow, and I have 3 palettes. So obviously we're not gonna put every single shade from every palette on our eyes, but I wanna go through, swatch them, check the formula, and all that good stuff. So I figured we would get started with the Yes I Can Natural Look palette. Isn't this so freaking pretty? Like, I'm kind of living for how adorable this is. The little polka dots, the little reflection. I'm like, okay, bougie little packaging. And then you open it up and look at this cute little compact. You guys, this is actually like a sturdy, beefy ass mirror. It's like as thick as the, I would say, the Natasha Denona Safari palette. It feels very thick in that way. Has a really nice, like, dense, thick plastic component. She's got like some girth. You can feel it, and I really love it. And then guys, look at, you open her up, look at all these fantastical, fabulous colors. This is of course the natural eye palette, so you are getting a lot more natural-esque color scheme, but I really, really love this. Obviously, you guys know I do prefer when I can like fold a palette over, but I don't really care. This is $14.99, and I feel like from Essence, this is such a good looking palette. Like, very nice, very well rounded. Now guys, I'm just gonna brag for 1 second about this palette because I think that Essence did so many good things. The total overall weight, let's just get this out of the way, 1.26. There's 24 shades, which works out to 0.0525. So it's over my 0.05 like preferred amount. So each pan is a very nice size, which, whoop, hello, which I do love, 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 love. And also, you guys get a huge standing ovation for putting the freaking shade names under the shades. Thank you, Essence. Okay, excuse me. I don't have to look at the back of the palette. I don't have to look on a separate sheet. Girl, you did it right. Thank you so freaking much, Essence. This looks so beautiful. I can't wait. Let's go ahead, and I'm gonna swatch it, and this is gonna be fun because there's 24 shades. So get ready for some raw little fingers, Paige. Come on now. Okay, so that took a hot minute, and I ran out of room on my forearm, but these are 20 of the shades, and then I put the last 4 on the back of my hand. So guys, this is the entire palette, and here's my thing. I was really excited when I was first swatching these few up here. They were so rich, so creamy, and I felt like as I went through the palette, they just weren't nearly as impressive. And I don't know what the deal is, but like, the shimmers were kind of lackluster near the end. Like, there's a couple down here that I feel like on camera even, and normally camera and this lighting really flatters like a shimmer shade, and I feel like even in here they're just not giving it to me. Like, I'm bummed. And then on the back of my hand right here, these 2 matte shades, the first one, girl, I had to build that up 3 times to get it to show up, and yes, it is like a lighter mauve, but it shouldn't take that much build. So I think for a lot of these, the feel, the consistency was on point. I do love the color scheme. I just wish that it would translate to swatch a little bit better. So moving on, we have the next 9 pan palettes here. We have the Never Give Up on Your Daydream and Be-utiful eyeshadow palettes. I think these are both super, super cute. They both are a fold up, again, 9 pans right here with a nice little square mirror. And again, it is not a full size. It's only a couple inches across, but still, for a cute little Essence moment, I quite love it. The packaging I feel like might be a little bit bulky and a little misleading. I'll get to that here in just a second. So I do want to real quick throw up a side-by-side comparison of both of these palettes. palettes because I feel like there might be a little bit of like going on with this one, or something might be off, because I think when you look at them side by side, these ones obviously do look quite a bit larger, but when I worked out and did the math, these ones had 0.0525 ounces per pan in them, and then I just did the math on these 9 pans, and according to the box it has 0.47 ounces total for all 9 pans, and when you divide that out it works out to be 0.0522 ounces per pan, which tells me that it's actually like a tiny freckle smaller than these pans. So anyways, I'm gonna move on from that, but I just wanted to point it out in case you're like me, you see the numbers and you're like, I'm sorry, what? That doesn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense to me either, girl. But nonetheless, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the Be-utiful eyeshadow palette, and let's see what kind of pigmentation we got going on in this girl. Okay, so here is this eyeshadow palette, and I am actually quite loving the formulation of this one in swatch versus the first one I swatched. I feel like it's a lot more consistent. The mattes are so creamy and buttery feeling, like they swatched one swipe, super beautiful. So with that being said, mattes were great. And now the only thing I was a little lackluster on is the shimmers, and I think even on camera they're translating pretty, but I don't think they're giving that like wow pop that I'm looking for. I do go in though when I use a shimmer shade with a glitter glue, so that usually helps them out. All right, so nonetheless, that is this palette. We're gonna move on to the last one. I feel like this is a beautiful like everyday kind of palette, and I think I said this already, but both of these palettes are $9.99. I'm like, okay, $10. Yep, ready for some $10 palettes, girl. All right, so here is the last palette. As you can tell, we definitely have a lot more beautiful like metallic look. I feel like these swatched a lot better. They're a lot more reflective. Now these do have a lot more chunk to them. When I was swatching, kind of scooping them up in the pan with my finger, they did get very crumbly very quickly. Not my favorite type of formulation, but something that you can work with. Again, I use a glitter glue, which helps a lot of times, but I feel like these are actually quite nice and reflective, especially like in my mind, I'm going toward, if I'm doing maybe like a nice purple look or a pink look, I could go in with these nice pinky shades here and have a beautiful kind of matching inner eye brow bone highlight. If you wanted to do like a monochromatic look, do a blue eye and do like a whole blue scape on your face, or highlight with other blues or greens. They have something for that down here. This beautiful mint shade, by the way, looks stunning. Are we all seeing the same thing? These are like so creamy and so just like the way they just like, they're not a cream, but they are a creamy ass eyeshadow. That silver shade, what is happening? Like for days. That swatch goes on for days and years, and it's beautiful. They're all stunning. Okay, these are the, I didn't even tell you what they are yet. That's how excited I just got. These are the Melted Chrome eyeshadows. They have these little pans right here. They are $4.99. They were released in 6 shades. I, of course, have 3, and if this goes well, girl, I'm gonna have the other 3, because damn. Okay, so the top one right there is the shade Copper Me. The silver one is the shade Steal the Look, and then the bottom one is Platinum Nights. And they also released these little melted chrome eyeliners, which if that's what the melted chrome eyeshadows look like, I'm like, girl, we need to find a use for these. They only released 3 shades. They are $3.99 a piece, but the colors are freaking beautiful. They look so sickly metallic. This is Steal My Heart. Oh, girl, you stole my damn heart. I don't know what you're talking about. Then next up, we have Platinum Beauty, which is like a deep, deep berry tone. Ooh, that's Zinc My Heart. It's like this beautiful, cute little chrome baby pink moment. Okay, so $3.99. I think we're definitely gonna have to play around with those. So far, the only issue that I do foresee is the tip, because it's more of like a long but flat brush tip, so I don't see getting any precision with that. But the formulation, these look absolutely beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw on some of my Tarte in Porcelain Beige just to prime the lids. All right, so I think I'm gonna start off with these 2 shades right here out of the Be-utiful palette. And I'm gonna start with those in the Morphe Y16 and kind of just running them through the crease a little bit. I'm gonna start off with the lighter tone one because I'm not sure how these are going to apply to the lid. But I'm just looking for something I can dust through the crease to give me like a good start. Yeah, and that right there is just the On My Own, the lighter brown shade, building up absolutely beautifully. So now I'm gonna go in with that deeper brown, the My Time, and I'm gonna throw that one on the outer V area. Again, still just kind of haphazardly working it through the crease. I'm not doing anything particular as of yet. Anybody else see how beautiful that, like, these are blending? Like, look, hello? Okay. So next up, I'm gonna grab my ColourPop E9 and the shade In the Buff, which, like, look at the pigmentation on this bone colored shade. Wow. And I'm gonna run that just up near the brow bone here and just blend it out a little bit into that brown shade. just to make sure everything is nicely blended. Okay, so next up I want to play around with this palette a little bit, and I want to take the shade Be Unique, which is this beautiful kind of like burnt orangey shade that I'm really excited about. And I'm going to start running that through the crease. Now I'm going to do it a little bit more intensely. So I'm going to take it on the Morphe Y19, which is nice and fluffy, but has a slight taper to it. So I'm going to just grab that and start running it through. Guys, I got to do it. I got to try and take off this pink lip. It's really distracting me. I can't get my vision to come together with this on. Okay, so it does leave a little bit of a pink stain, I guess you could say, but at least it does come off for the most part, so that's good. I'm just gonna throw on a little bit of this Flower Beauty Nectar because I have it sitting right here. All right, so where I'm at right now, guys, I could go in, I could deepen things up, but I wanna take a little hiatus because I need to put this on my lids. This is the Copper Me shade, and I'm like, just one more time. But before I go in with this chrome guy, I am going to take my NYX glitter glue. This is so good, so inexpensive, and I'm going to smear that all over the lid up until like the last third right here. And I do this because if you are new here, I have very inhospitable eyelids, and it has nothing to do with the shade. I actually have a feeling these chrome ones would apply beautiful without a glitter glue, but I always use one because A, it's what keeps everything fair on my channel. It's the standard that I use, number one. Number two, it really helps my lids with longevity because they are so textured, they're oily. It just makes sure that any glitter or foiled type shadow really does stay and look its best all day long. Now I am going to primarily keep this on the outer area because I'll need something to brighten up the inner portion, but let's just go ahead and see how this works. Oh my god, that's gorgeous. Look at that. Oh my god, so pretty. Okay, not upset about that at all. Now, like I said before though, I do need something to kind of brighten up the inner portion of the eye, and I'm thinking we might find some use in this palette right here, girl, because she's got all kinds of pretty shimmery things. So let's see what she has to offer, okay? So I'm gonna grab the shade Whipped, which is this shade right here. You can even see on camera it has a little bit more of like a yellow undertone to it, which, not that we have anything yellow on the lids per se, but I do think it would match better with the warm tone vibe. So I'm just gonna grab this on my finger here, and I already have a little glitter glue left. It's still slightly tacky in that area, so I'm just gonna tap off my finger and go in here and open up the inner portion of my eye. Okay, so I actually really like where this is going. Again, that inner shade, not quite as intense. I probably will throw some kind of a highlight on top of it when I do my face highlight, just to make it pop a little bit more. But before I get that far, I do want to deepen up the outer V just a little bit. And to do that, I'm going to grab my tiny little rose quartz brush here, and I'm going to take the shade Do It Again, which is this deep matte brown shade. And I'm going to throw that just on the outer corner a little bit, just to bring everything together and deepen it up a little bit. I do feel like as this copper shade has kind of sat on my lid for a minute, like it's kind of diminished just a little. It's not quite as intense or reflective. It's still beautiful, don't get me wrong, but it's not as foiled looking as it was when I first applied it. But other than that, guys, I actually am quite loving this look. Like, I think it looks really pretty. I know that I quit working on this eye, by the way. I do that sometimes. I just do like the main stuff through the crease, and then when it gets to the glitter glue stage, I'm like, I'll do it later. It's not a big deal. So I was sitting here trying to figure out if there's any way that I could incorporate one of these liners into the mix. And this is in the shade Platinum Beauty. So I'm just going to very lightly line my eyes. Yeah, you definitely can't get much precision with this. The tip is not the best. The applicator isn't. But the actual product is quite pretty, very creamy. It's not patchy at all. I like it. Now that that's dry, I do want to take the shade Whipped right here, what we just popped into this inner corner area, and I want to throw that up on the brow bone just to see if it has a good reflection up there. Ooh, okay, that's actually pretty. Wow, not mad at you either. Okay. Guys, this is going too well. Like, I'm getting nervous. Why is it going so well? Okay, guys, so that's where I'm at right now. I am curious to see, as I go through and do the rest of my face, how is this going to work? Like, am I going to continue to lose some pigmentation or some of the, like, nice chromatic foiled effect? So I'm going to go ahead, obviously, do the rest of my face, and when I step back on, I'm going to have a little progress report for y'all because I want to know what is going on.
Hello, beautiful people. So I know what you're thinking. Wow, where did the outro to this video go? And let me just tell you, first of all, I just got done looking at my footage. I'm about ready to go edit it. I had to go hop in the car because I was like, girl, I need a Diet Coke for this one. So I don't know what happened, but apparently in the last half of this video, when I go to come back on camera, I'll insert a little footage right here for you. I look so gray. I don't know if a light went out. I don't know what happened, but like all of my footage looks the same. But I'm filming this because I was like, I don't know how else to end this. Like I could end it with that, but it looks so grainy and just off to me. So I'm not into it. But I did just want to come on here after a couple days now of wearing these shadows. I have a couple of thoughts and I figured this would actually be more relevant to the ending of that video anyways. So the first thing I want to say is that the shades and shadows in the large Essence palette, I don't hate them. I think that they perform okay, but for $15, I'm like, is there something better with similar colors? There might be. I don't think the shadow quality is bad. I've worked with quite a few more shimmers and mattes, and I actually think for the longevity, they wear very well. The only thing for me that didn't last as long as I would have liked was actually the melted chrome liners. I did when I was wearing them as liner in the video, this video that you guys are watching. I felt like they wore off really fast, which was weird. Like they just lost all of their vibrancy and all of their like pow on the lid. So I haven't tried the silver one as of yet. The only one I've tried is the one in the video. But that one it was a little bit lackluster. Now I did swatch the silver and because I almost wore it today, actually, before I took my makeup off, it just didn't match the look. But I did wear it, or I almost wore it, and I had it swatched on my hand for a large portion of the day. And girl, that one stayed vibrant all day. So I don't know what the deal is there. But I will keep working with those. The melted chrome shadow did last on the lid pretty well. It didn't last as long as a traditional shadow. It did start to break up at like hour 6-ish, which for me isn't uncommon with a cream shadow that long. Like it still lasted really, really well. But I think for like the overall gist of it, I don't think any of it's necessarily bad. I do look forward to keep using it. I've used it now for probably 2 or 3 days. I've done just really light looks. I haven't had any issues, no creasing, no wear off, nothing like that. The only thing that does disappoint me though is that in both, like in the big large Essence palette, as well as the Essence palette that has like the mattes and the shimmers in it, I feel like the shimmers are not as vibrant as they are in the palette, the 9-pan palette that has all the shimmers in it. That's my only issue. There's like there's a little inconsistency there. And even in the large palette from Essence, I feel like there's inconsistency in the shimmers in that as well. So something to consider. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Let me know down below, is there anything that you want to see? Anything you're super interested in? Because girl, I can make that happen for you. Very excited. Beauty Room is coming along. Thank you guys all so much for your support and for being so fantastic. And I'm super excited for what is to come. Now, if you are so inclined to do so and you love hanging out with me all the time, girl, I want you to go down below, check me out on Instagram and on Twitter. I am trying to get verified. You guys know the drill. So go down there, click the links and follow me. And you can also subscribe here on the wonderful U of Tube. If you like me and you like my style, girl, I put out new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. They go up bright and early between 6 and 7 my time here in Northern Michigan. And it is always a fun, fresh, lit time. And normally, girl, I look a little bit better than this, but like you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. You know what I'm talking about? Like this is the best I could do today, girl. I was so bummed. I'm like, what happened? And I went back, all of my footage is like that. And I'm like, the only way this could have happened is if a light went out, but that didn't happen. Like, I'm wondering if maybe one of them like shorted out or something. I don't know. Anyways, thank you guys also so much for watching. Please do not forget to have a great day, night, weekend, whatever it is when you're watching this. Thank you for always loving and supporting me, even when I have to end my videos like this. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Oh boy. All right. What is up? What a day to be alive, to feel awake. Go ahead real quick here and, you know, sometimes I look in the viewfinder when I start a video and I'm like, this is why people start videos with their full face on. Because this is something, but it ain't good. I'm wanted, I'm hot, I'm everything you're not. Hello? Okay. I thought there was somebody waiting for me. Just around the river bend.